Hello, welcome back to another edition of the Michigan Conservative Roundtable. My name is Mac. I'm going solo today. This is video number 301. We're going to talk about reparations. Please stick around for more than a minute and a half if you can and hear what I have to say. And then let me know what you think in the comment section. So reparations is in the House of Representatives yet again. John Conyers, representative from Michigan, brought it up every year he was in office, which was like 40. And more recently, Texas Representative Sheila Jackson Lee has brought it up, and it was co-sponsored in the Senate by Cory Booker. It's just another example of Democrat theft. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, and when you do that, you always get Paul's vote. Everybody knows this. This is what this is about. It's an extortion racket. It's an extortion racket to the tune of about $19 trillion. So the obvious thing is why should people who didn't do anything pay a settlement to people who didn't have anything happen to them? Of course, you know, they can go on with 1,000 stories about how discrimination and systemic racism, which as far as I'm concerned ended over 50 years ago on a systemic level. There isn't anything blacks can't do in this country. They can live in anywhere they want as long as they have the money. They can get any job they want. In fact, very often they get preference to get that job. They can go to college. I just don't know what their complaint is other than, hey, in life not everybody's going to love you. There are people who are jerks and they're going to judge you by one thing or another, and that's their problem, not yours. You need to go get past that. So with this $300 to $350,000 per Black American proposal, it comes up to something like $19 trillion. Well, about half of that's going to go back to Democrats in the government, the big government, in tax money. So they got to be licking their chops over an extra $9.5 billion that they're going to have, trillion dollars that they're going to have for fund money, to buy influence, to fix elections, to do all the things that Democrats do. I don't understand how anyone in their right mind can possibly believe that this fixes anything. It doesn't. It's just a vote buying mechanism. They will like to use the Japanese who were kept in internment camps during World War II as an example. That's a bad example, because the reparations that were paid to them were paid to the people who were actually affected personally by the action that the federal government took under Franklin Roosevelt by assuming that all Japanese would be spies and loyal to Japan and not loyal to Americans, many of which of these folks were born in America and were American citizens and were denied any kind of due process. It's just another example of Democrats' division, money grabbing, and sickening, and whatever you got to do to get out there to stop this from happening. It's a bad idea. Let's put it to bed. Move on. We're always hearing the Democrats say we need to move on from this. Why are we still talking about slavery from 160 years ago if we still need to move on? As Hillary Clinton said, I'll quote her, "What does it matter now?" So with that, I'm going to call it a wrap. Reparations, bad idea. Money will go by. They'll be back for more. That's how it's going to work. It's a scam. Don't fall for it. And as we like to say in the Michigan Conservative Roundtable, be safe. Watch your six. And don't tread on me.